All right, and welcome to Spinato's Spin here on May the 15th. Beware the Ides of March, as they say. Well, the middle of May is right here, too. And it's 2019, and we're almost getting real close to the summertime weather out here. I always give you a quick weather report before I get going. Oh, it's force of habit. But the bottom line is, you got to take the temperature of the room, right? Whenever you walk into a room, you got to take the temperature of the room. You think about the question, are you a thermostat or a thermometer? Are you just going to feed back the temperature? You're going to set the temperature. You're not that type of mentality. Well, let's talk tonight about something real important, okay? It focuses on your goals, but it also focuses on your attitude. They say anything in life, really, when you think about it, can be fixed except for one thing. You really can't fix that. And you're not going to win if you don't fix it. It's your attitude. If you got a poor attitude, the chances are really good that you're not going to get where you want to go. And you're not going to accomplish what you want to have. So I want to focus in on certain attitudes, certain beliefs, certain feelings that people have that gets them going, gets the juices flowing. Years ago, there was a certain saying out there that went around. It went around very powerful. It basically said, whatever you think about, you become more of. Okay, that's from James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. He says, whatever you think about, you become. Well, you think about it. If you think yourself as a winner, as somebody that's going to deliver, somebody that's going to win, that's got to be you. You got to think of that right away. You got to believe in that. Everyone has a flashing sign on them. It says, I want to be somebody. My life, my time on this earth is going to be there for a reason of making a difference. I want to be a winner. I want to be somebody. Well, you got to have certain ways in which you look at things. And here's one way to look at things. I heard this a long time ago from an old coach, and I always get motivated and pumped up, and I hope I could pass it on to you. You see, when you have somebody out there that really believes in you, makes you feel like a winner, that's going to be the difference. At some point in time, you're going to look at yourself and say, well, I don't know if I could really do it. But then you're going to remember those words of encouragement at a certain time. Or you're going to remember how that person believed in you. It might not be somebody that you even know personally. It just might be something that somebody said. Maybe I'll be that person for you. Let's think about this now. Here's the way you look at life, okay? You look at it like a football player or a football team or a football coach. Either one of it's okay, all right? And really, when you think about it, football, when you consider everything that goes on in it, it's a team game, but it is and it ain't, right? It really is between you and that person on the other side of the field that lined up with the wrong color jersey. You see, someone's going to win, either you or them. And the difference is going to be who wants it the most. So it's nothing but an attitude business, right? It really is. It's nothing but an attitude business. And when you think about football, reflect back to another thing too. This is America, and this is the free enterprise system. The free enterprise system works this way. You make something good, and people will buy it. You make something better than everyone else, and people will buy more of it. But if somebody else comes along and they come up with something better than what you have, they're going to buy that. That's what made America the richest country in the world. That's what made it such an incredible thing. Now, the consumer out there that's paying the bills for that product, they get a better product. The same thing with football. Same thing with yourself. You got to come up with a better way, a better you every day. Every day, and that'll make a difference. You see, you got to have certain goals, and you got to have certain desires. You have to have a big long-term goal, and you have to have a short-term goal. And when you hit the goals, you got to feel like that football player right across the other side of Jersey. Well, here's the way they looked at it, okay? Across the other side of the field. They looked at it this way. If someone's going to win, it's going to be a difference between you and them. And what's going to be the difference? Their attitude. But what's going to make a difference in the attitude is how you prepare. How you prepare, what you do to get yourself ready. You see, the first few plays in a football game are critical. You got to hit them hard, and you got to show them who's boss, right? You got to hit them hard. You got to look at them. You got to look at them across the field, across their eyes, see what weaknesses are coming out of them. And then you got to keep hitting them as hard as you can. And then you hit it as hard as you can. And when you feel like you got them on the run, you knock them out, right? You knock them out. And you know what we do after that in our mind? We chalk them up. You hit them hard, you knock them out, and you chalk them up. Think about that. Certain goals, certain things you're going after every day. Start getting that mentality into you. My old football coach had this mindset with his team. He used to say to them right before every game, he would say, you know, guys, the purpose of sport is not to get anybody hurt, but we're going to knock the other guy out. You know what our big goal is, guys? Our big goal is one day the referee stops the game, blows the whistle, and says, timeout, game's over. That other side's got nobody else that wants to keep playing, you guys. They're not going to come out there and play anymore. Game's over. See, that's what we want. We want that mentality. We want to play so hard. You know, he told his players this one thing. He said, you know what? At the beginning of the game, I told my players, you saw me down there talking to the referee, right? You saw me talking to that referee before the game, right? Yeah, they all say, yeah. He says, you don't know what I'm talking about? I was talking about our legacy of toughness. I was telling the referee that I've never had to call a timeout and drag my player off the field. And if that ever did happen, I want you to take that player and drag him over to the other side of the field and play a little bit on the other side until he can work himself off. Now, listen to this. He never would do that. He never thought about that, really doing that. But you know what? His players didn't know that. And you know what happened with his players? They never got hurt. They didn't get hurt. Matter of fact, the end of the season, their championship season, they had 49 knockouts to 0. To 0 knockouts. And before they went on the field every game, he put up a big sign. It was a knockout chart. He had 49 to 0. Every player had a sense of pride that they were going to knock the other guy out and they weren't going to be the one that knocked out. How's that for an attitude? How's that for moving forward in your life? Keeping yourself positive in that way. Saying nothing's going to knock me out. I'm going to keep going forward. I know what it takes to get things done, and I'm not going to back out, and I'm not going to quit. I believe with everything that's in me, we can do it. And you got to have that type of belief in yourself. You got to believe that there's nothing that can stop you. Everything is in front of you, and you're just going to keep going and blowing and doing what you got to do to win. It's always great talking to you on the Spinato Spin. Have yourself a great night, and thanks a lot for watching, and take care now. Bye-bye, everybody.